Hey, what's up guys? We are back for another episode of Dojo Live. We stream, you guys come in, we do drills, we talk about Smash, we try to improve as a community. That's pretty much what we're all about. I gotta tweet out the link, so don't mind me. Cool. Alright. I guess I'll go to training mode first.
Training!
Bye.
Is this a different one? Nope,
I didn't
it's the same
refresh.
link. Cool.
I didn't some of the web. And dot.
This is one way to do some training if you've never done this before. You just hit a random character. Oh no! It's Pichu. Well, I'm gonna do that new Pichu combo that I saw. So here's what we do.
Down air.
Oh, do you think you can name all the parts?
Yeah, down air. 2 hits. Dash. Grab. Up throw. Up air. Stop this.
Okay, so let's try this. I'm gonna go in here and just type in Pichu. Pichu, Pichu.
Yeah, that guy had some stuff. There's a Twitter thread.
Down air, double crash down, grab. Up air to down air. Okay, 47 damage. You gotta taunt first, apparently. Okay. Alright, I got the chat open in case people trickle in, but I'm gonna try that, so... I guess it was a full hop, short hop down air? Okay, yeah, short hop down air is the fastball.
only works on tall characters.
Okay. So I'm thinking about all the power shrug, down air, dash grab, probably up throw, probably down throw.
Down.
Up air, then jump spike. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it gave myself 14 damage. Cool. Wow. That's three. Bad.
I'm bad.
Batman. Okay, 47. Okay. Man, Pichu has some lag after that, thank goodness.
What?
Lag after the end of the slam down. It's probably a full hop up air. Okay. There's a lot of subtle differences. I can't get the full hop.
Jumping with your left.
No. Does that help? Just because I said it helped? I may need to turn that around.
The up air? Oh.
I turned it around. Yeah, it's hard. It's a lot harder than I thought. He's just getting. I need to hold full forward and up air, so I gotta use the C stick. Okay. Okay. Little refinements. This is probably a short hop up there. It is a short hop up there. Interesting.
The double jump for the down air?
Yeah, easier. This buffer makes things so easy. I practiced it 3 more times. I need to use C-stick for that. I'm not used to doing that. Cool. So my grip is changing a lot. I'm doing a buffer hold A and down for the initial thing. And then I dash grab, and then I do a buffer hold up, and then I switch jump buttons and do down on the C-stick. So that's at least one switch. Cool. One more time. Ah. Cool. And that's all we need to practice for that. Quit training.
Training.
I'm gonna try.
Get away from the low tier cat. Get away
I never
from
even thought about playing Pichu, but now
Oh, you got an
now
OR?
No,
They spoiled it for you?
Nope.
Hey, what?
Sometimes they spoil you.
So I guess they trick themselves.
Type in Peach.
You need to work on that. I always work on the. I don't know what you call that. Hyper floating. That quick fastball floating.
Yeah, like they stop anywhere and get down as quick as possible. Tall characters only. Well, yeah, Peach is nonsense. 111 damage.
Yeah. Kill.
Jeez. Items are so dangerous, and like they made Diddy's disappear after 2 uses or 1 use, and now look at what Daisy can do now. Like really, why couldn't you do this in Smash 4? The turns were different.
Wasn't her item throw not good?
Or the turnip will puff after a single hit. This is why it probably should have been. Anybody have any tips on fighting Wolf? We'll get back to you later. Oh, beating up Daisy? Not what we want. Not what we want. Double grenade.
Cool, that's back air bomb spike.
Learn to get any hit of any tilt. Okay, so. Gosh, this is probably the same person. I can't say pain. Is that the same person that gave me this one? No, that's Aura. Everyone's doing it.
Yeah, the Peaches are gonna.
No, they're gonna die. I don't know.
Forward smash by Link at 50.
Yeah, like let's do it. All right. So let's break it down one piece at a time. Starts off with an item. Neutral layer. Okay. We're not gonna fight ice climbers. There's some characters you never want to practice against. Bowser, ice climbers. I don't know who else. But Bowser makes a very uneven landscape when you use light attacks and he just armors through it.
Easy. Easy.
They didn't have the cursor go to the middle. I'm like, I was hovering over something. Thank you.
Rio.
And I do not
Yeah, because I try to find where the CPU medallion is,
Yeah.
and it do it relatively, and then it goes to the middle. I'm like, where'd it go? It just disappears, and I'm
So annoying. So you, how did you even start it?
just throw turnip, short hot, throw turnip.
No, he dashed, float nuclear. Oh, you float attack with an item in your hand. Okay. So first, let's work on what we worked on last time with Peach, which was the dash. And you hit. Wait, what was it? Yeah. Oh, I don't remember what it is. Good thing I have notes. Yep, didn't take notes. It's my fault. It's just a different way to input this. And I think of it like a smash attack now.
What did you do last time? What are you working? What is it?
This short hop, or instant float airs. And I run up and I think I think of the smash attack input. So I like smash down and then A while holding the jump button. That's not working. What was it then?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like hold jump, hold down, release down, A button, hold forward.
And like diagonal down doesn't do it. Not very well.
I'm gonna run.
This is
What
a slight
controller
pause
you want?
Pro.
Okay. I got the 3 different control styles to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Lose this tournament.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get the first part of this combo. We may not be able to. So it's a turn up, float, turn up, dash forward, double turn up down. Okay, turn up, then you dash forward, float, neutral layer, then you jump down. Instant. Oh, I didn't even know how to do instant catches. I need to practice that.
Yeah,
It's
I was
a
doing
little
those for me.
different. It's like, what is it?
So yeah, if we had like a skills, smash skills chart, neutral catching items would be.
I forgot what it was to it's like you attack it, then you throw. Yeah, there. Is it same in the air? It's like a attack cancel basically. I always practice with these for catching items. Is it not working back here?
This stupid carrot.
Now I'm gonna have to type in instant toss because I don't remember. Attack instant toss. Attack cancel instant toss. Application of the attack cancel jump. Pick up the fastest throw drop in the spot if you are typing the jump Z. Normally the fastest. Good old Google Translate.
Yeah, I translate that.
Pressing Z in a direction. The buffer makes it difficult since you can't press them at the same time. Okay. So my Z is this, so... I'm not sure. Man, she has a huge hitbox when you throw it straight up. That's huge.
Still on the Smash Tech page. Why?
Okay. I heard rumors you can't toss from air dodge. It's done by pressing Z in a direction. That's what this person said. So I need to put Phantom. I need to edit this and add guide because people love guides. It's kind of like a guide. Tips. And this
Set it down.
Other tips guide. Okay. This person slows it down like A, Y, and then forward. This is attack canceling from the ground, but these aren't instant tosses, I guess. Attack canceling instant toss? Okay. So I guess we have to do this version. Is he in a direction? Jump. Jump. My Z is on my left hand, so I'm having a hard time Z in directioning. You can also float with the up. Oh, I never actually done that. So after you've reached your apex, you can tap up to float, but you can't do it on the way up. Huh. So if you don't want to use your double jump, yeah, it's stuff like that. Oh. Each is easy, look.
Good?
No, not at all. I still gotta figure out the.
What are you figuring out?
I think Peach is ruining my instant toss. I saw that Peach do it. I'm trying to do the.
There are some instant toss in the first three.
It's pull turn up, low nair, then it's jump over his head, down toss, then instant toss it while falling back at him. I'm doing that version.
Hey, what?
Which one are you
talking?
If you scroll down, there's another version, but I guess I'll do this easier one.
Yes.
Stop. Okay. Grab, smack, grab, throw. So it's toss, then nair, then toss down, down. Wow, really? So it's, talk here is only. That's why you have to do that. Read tall man. Toss. No, she's not tall. Toss, nair. Yeah, that's why you said top characters. character we must get.
You get a double down throw out of that. What?
Bounced up,
Ooh.
insta toss down. Peach be hitting all the buttons. Where are you, Mewtwo? On the left?
Mewtwo!
Wonder how long it took him to write that script. So it's a down throw. How do you down throw quickly? A dump C stick. Okay.
Yeah.
Dump C stick. Okay. Okay, it's a fair near fastball.
Fastball.
Dang. Okay. I'm getting all the pieces. I got 4 hits. I'm done. I'm not done. I think you got plenty of time. And by plenty, I mean. Okay, so how do let's practice a double. How do I do that? I just did it. It's basically a neutral Z catch into an instant toss by pointing the C stick in whatever direction. I don't think it's anything fancy like before we were canceling air dodge frames. I did it. God, dot eyes. Are there different combos for these different turnips, or do they mostly do 13 damage? It's weird.
Did you get the double down yet?
Once.
You haven't quite figured it.
You jump, you tap jump and down C stick, then tap Z, then down C stick. I just did it.
Oh wow.
Okay, so now we are going to very slowly put the pieces together. It's jump, short hop, forward air, landing, air. I already have it caught, so it's jump, C stick. Cool. Let's try this again. A little faster. Jump, down C stick. Not bad. That's tight to get that turnip throw once you're nailing that high up. 33 damage for voodoo, but it doesn't kill you anymore. Not at all. Just 35 damage. I don't even know what it does on swing. Whoa, Peach's down smash alone is 19 damage? It's not quite the melee 70. Looks like you can't DI out of this one like crazy. Peach is crazy. Everyone pick her up. Dot eyes, ruining my combo. I need to hit the Z button very quickly and delay the C stick. I need to hit the C button very quickly. There we go, at least I caught it.
Just jump down. Are you catching Z? Catching the Z?
Yeah, with Z. And I have Z on my left bumper.
The down C stick again?
Yeah. But you have to Z quickly because otherwise you'll move too far past the turnip popping up. And then you can down C stick whenever you're comfortable.
That's just rolling from bumper to trigger to bumper. I don't know. That's what crazy Xbox words.
Don't let Peach touch you.
Man, 34 damage. That's manga.
You have to
Hell,
delay the
come on.
nair. Delay the nair so you can, and then instantly Z after the jump. You have a lot of time after a single turnip hits you.
Oops. Why did I hit the B button?
And then you go down. And then you follow that down tilt up. And throw, catch up air. Throw, catch up air. That's not too hard. I just haven't done these ever before. I don't even know what the right distance to start.
I have to wait for the dance to sit, so it's Oop.
That's insane. This is better than Link's bombs.
Stop it. They're not. They are.
Young Link's bombs, but it's not better than Big Link's bombs. Big Link can do the same thing, I guess, because it's just a hit that hits you. But he has less hits on it, I think. This does 13? That's crazy. Why am I not doing 13 anymore? What? So, wait, that was a... nothing. Well, it's supposed to be...
Why am I hitting A some more? Okay.
Daisy winks when she's down airing you. Oh my gosh. We have a new queen.
Sam Sora accepted Daisy into his waifu fan.
He was mad at her at first?
He just only wanted Peach. But that was okay with Daisy.
I wish you were different in some way.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. It's like Sakurai didn't make the decision. Sony really wanted Daisy, had no time to make her. I wonder if people get mad if they made her different in the future. Probably not worth it. We only have one Peach type. Now we have two Villager types.
One Peach type, Rivet. Be my dream Ridley that has freaking fly or float. He's still pretty neat. It's not neat the way I would.
I need a buffer the next down air. The buffering the next down air keeps it a short hop. But how do I move forward? Let's see, forward, down. Can I grab a thing and then do... So now I have to switch jump buttons. I have to use my jump on the left trigger and then down C stick to get the full flowing forward.
What the heck did air dodge?
Turning that into a down air, so I guess you really do have to get off the Z, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh,
I just did exactly.
Yeah, it's a little delay, I guess. Juke. Okay.
For the Z catch?
Yeah, before I throw it. There we go. Let's practice that. Yeah, dot eyes get out here. I need to decouple two of the inputs. I was practicing My gosh. Okay. Focus first.
How do you not air dodge when you Z catch?
You have to put space in between the Z and the C stick. If you do it too quickly, I think it's either an attack or an air dodge. But if you go like, if you just tap the Z, let's see. Yeah, like that. You should be able to. So my inputs right here are like, hold forward, jump, and hold jump while down C sticking. That gives me the short hop. But right after I hit the C stick, I hit the Z again. So she instant. But if you hit the Z too fast, I think it's an air dodge, maybe. The turnip's not going high enough. That's probably why you're Z dodging. If you're near an item, it won't air dodge. I don't even know what I was doing before. Shoot. Yeah, you really have to be like on top of things. So dash on the ground, then let go of the stick, I guess. Just practice these. See what I'm doing? Oop. Interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure that's all the new components I can learn for today. But I learned a lot about instant catching items, and I learned a lot about Peach and her deadliness. Hey, AG made it. Cool. So somebody wanted to go over match video. Who was it? It was Rylu, and somebody else wanted to do drill. So okay, do you want to do a multiplayer drill, Marcus, in the stream?
I finally got a bomb.
Oh, you got a bomb? I haven't gotten a bomb yet. You gotta wait till I get a bomb. I got a Saturn. So this is one of the Saturn combos I saw on the OneSmash. I think you throw it down, short hop, up air. Shoot, throw it down, short hop. Oh wow. Throw it down, short hop, up air. Yeah, man, I did it! I did it! Throw it down, short hop, up air. It slaps the Saturn forward, then you just combo to like, woo! I didn't do the combo, but I did it, so I'm done. It's amazing. You just put the ideas in your head, and all of a sudden you're like, well, so.
Training.
Toxin wanted to know the drills. Is he around? Is she around? Toxin? We are drilling on stream. Okay, I'll make an arena. And I'll just drop the pass in the, he left the pass in the past. I did the nasty in the past, baby. Yeah, I'm listening to that book on mastery, and one thing is funny. He's talked about the character and nature of people who truly become masters, and they immerse themselves in the subject that they love, and they're just like constantly doing it, and they can't not do it. And I thought about people who say they hate puns, and how that's basically holding them back from using language in all these other ways because they're just shutting off parts of their brain. You're like, you need to constantly be mixing up and making new connections and working off of what you've made instead of like, I settled for a level 1 pun and everyone's going to like, you get to level like 80. Let's go. Do the work. What are some good drills to do before a long day of playing? Okay, that's a good question. Some cooldown drills. I think, so in real life, I'm going to set my character real quick.
Choose your fighter.
Get off that Falcon.
So I made a room. I'm going to post the details of the room, and you guys can. You already in? No, that was me. Oh, there's no password? I thought it said password. I'm gonna close this room. Is Panini one of us? I do not like this. They have passwords. Keep it on the password. Keep the same settings. Maybe I screwed it up. You win this time. Password is 1, 2, 3, 5. And now in general.
Step into the ring.
I'll go over here. Get out of my way. Room is 154 TK. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 5. There we go. So to answer your question, after a long day of playing, you really need to cool down, just like they teach you with sports. You need to do a cool down walk or a cool down run and let your muscles de-stress. You don't want to go from high stress to no stress. Happens all the time. They do these cool down exercises. So if you think of your hand activity as being your primary muscles, you need to do things that not only are not very stressful. The room's open, Marcus. But you also need to do things that are will stretch your hand in ways that maybe hit those muscle groups that you haven't used. So I would probably recommend finding some techniques or doing a movement training that involves a lot of just really soft analog movement. And you can just walk your character around and practice like dash stepping into walk speeds that are really slow. You can practice, what's another good movement technique that's really soft? Oh, maybe I'll look at it once I jump into the match. Yeah, and after a long day of playing, if you've taken notes on the things that you tried to learn or things that you've discovered while practicing, then as a cool down, you should probably just do a really basic drill from like something character specific.
Ready?
So what we did with Peach was like pretty intense. So if I were a Peach player, I would pick a really simple turnip drill and just slowly go back and forth.
3, 2, 1, go!
My forward airs are not coming up. Game's a bit loud. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now the game's a lot quieter. And I will turn back on the Pokemon music. Because I'm a Pokemon. Yeah, one of the things I liked about auto cancels was it gives players an incentive to attack in these very specific lanes. But what Smash Ultimate does is the short hop macro and the velocity, the balloon velocity, kind of encourages those lanes without you having to think about auto canceling too much. So even though the landing lag is shorter than ever, like I think it achieves a similar effect. So a lot of what you're going to see in neutral is characters jumping. I think aerials are, you need to consider aerials to be like the bread and butter of the game. You do a lot of aerials as your basic options instead of ground moves, because ground moves kind of suck. So learning how to move with aerials.
Oh wow.
Cool. And like a lot of neutral is going to be composed of like, will they pressing close enough to hit me? Or will they fade back? When can I go in? When can I not? I think an exercise like this, when you play with another person, pretty helpful, where you're constantly doing aerials and going back and forth and not trying to hit each other. And it would test your ability to analog control, it would test your ability to feel the up and down rhythm. And if you... And we're just spamming it right now. But I actually never done this with like incentive or slowly. Oh, we should take turns then. I gotta time it. Oop. Yeah, you gotta make sure. That's it. You should have faded, kept going. And I should not have jumped.
Got lucky, I was supposed to be a full hop. I messed up.
I full hopped on accident. You stole my full. So you need to get used to this. Oh no! You need to get used to this rhythm. You need to get used to moving in different ways. Like one of the movement drills I demonstrated on stream was to practice analog movement. You start in the middle of the stage, then you jump. You short hop and move slightly forward, then short hop, move slightly to the same distance in the other direction, then short hop, move slightly back to the center, and then you keep widening that. Like that. So you really get a feel for your character's airspeed, right? And you really get a feel for their maximum distance. And then when you're doing all these short hop exercises, you need to think like, oh, which of those do I use? Right now I'm using the tiny inch forward version, but I could do the tiny inch backwards. Ooh. See, there you go. C-stick is actually moving me forward, unfortunately. So you can do this jump drill with attacks, right? The one I just showed you, where you're landing on very specific spots and getting used to your movement. There's all kinds of drills we're going to make a lot more clear in the future, but right now we're just going to get used to this neutral rhythm. So there's a game in Rhythm Heaven Wii, Rhythm Heaven Fever, where you alternate back and forth hitting a sticky pad of mochi with hammers, and we're pretty much doing that now. You shouldn't do your jump aerial after they do their jump aerial. That's the rule. And then you got to learn how to move in ways to get you out of danger, right? So right there I got hit by the back air, so I need to make sure I don't put myself that close.
Oh, wow.
And the good part about this is when you're waiting for your opponent to jump before you do your jump, you're actually increasing your reaction times. So until they do it, you don't do it. Ooh, you faded in. I guess I should just see whatever you do and try not to hit you. That's my job. So you can do however you want. But you need to look actively enough to know not to hit him. Oop, I should have waited. You gotta wait for me to do mine. Oop. See, I kicked him because I had no control. Just like Leela from Futurama.
It wasn't Leela. It was
Lucy Liu?
No, he's just
Lucy
kicking
Lawless?
at her.
Yeah.
Lucy.
They had a guest star, Lucy Law. I think somebody was kicking. Like, look how much control I have. Stop that. Oop. So yeah, we're just picking two aerials. Right now I'm going to pick a different aerial. Same drill. Oop, you got way close. So I guess I should have full hopped, right?
Oop. Didn't use fine macro. Ah. Oh, that's a forward air.
Yep, I did a down one, ground one. Oop. You gotta wait. And I think an interesting thing you can do there to refine that is if the person has to wait for the other player to jump before they do their attack, then you need to keep your ground movement up. You need to be dash dancing, you need to be pivot walking or dash stepping. You need to be doing whatever you can in the meantime to not only not get hit, but stay as close as possible to them. And that's a neat little like multiplayer two-player drill that you can do with any character, right? So I'm going to try to mix up my aerials. I'm going to do up air, I'm going to do forward air, and back air. And each aerial is different, so that means you need to move differently in order to hit it / miss it. No matter how you practice, you need to also always be doing good practices. Nope.
Well, I guess I should pop.
Yep, you didn't wait. You shouldn't have been in the air.
It's like, oops, I should be.
Yep.
That's hard. Ah, faded into it.
this is getting us to move differently than we normally do with these characters. It shows you how hard it is to hit someone for one, for two, where the potential holes and pockets are, just like actually hitting him on it. So now we can do double jumps instead of landing on the ground every time, continuing to do new movement. Like this right here, this turnaround attack cancel is one of my favorites. I can't do it. But you turn around down tilt, but you cancel the down tilt into a forward air. It's so crispy. It's a little hard online, but it's crisp. So now when Marcus is doing a forward neutral air, Wolf, I back up, so like dash neutral air, and then I try to get it. Oh, can he slow down? There we go. Ensign. I love that. What is Ensign? There we go. Cool. So like you can take any movement component.
Oop.
Oh, yeah, Incineroar can hardly get 2 jumps out of his things, but. Ooh. So now, Marcus, you can try to up tilt me. And it's a similar movement, taking turns, but you still have to do your aerial, but you're still trying to find a time to like up air. So aerial.
Turn what?
You do your aerial still, but then sometimes if I do something like a big old up air, you walk forward and up tilt it, because again you can't take your turn until like after I land anyway. So you're trying to make the most of the time in between. Ooh. So you can see where you fit in ground attacks in the timing. Oops. So like everything in the game has its own timing, it creates its own rhythm when on repeat. So you got to think like, well, what is my opponent doing? What kind of rhythm are they setting up? And where can I safely fit in the thingy and then get back into the rhythm, right? Like there, fit it in, and now I'm back in. I didn't miss a beat. You can see it, right? Nope. Nice fade right there. I was just spamming. Yeah, everything. It's hard to keep every single move you do. Wow.
Whoa.
It's hard to keep every single move you do mindful. That's why these are drills, right? Cool. Okay. Yeah, 3 minutes. And another thing I recommend with drills with multiplayer is to set the timer and stick to the timer.
Oops.
It just keeps everything moving and fresh. You only need to do these like once or twice in a row. 7 minutes is plenty. Don't kill yourself, Marcus. Why are you going back to ledge?
It's a new wolf thing I was doing.
Ooh. Yeah, I should have jumped, right? Because my jump opportunity was there. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Oop. No!
Oh, I couldn't even save you at all. Yeah, that was good. A lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Trying to maintain a close distance, because you want to maintain a close distance, one, not only to test your control of your character movement-wise in the air and on the ground, but you want to be ready to punish. When you start attacking for reals, the best way to punish is making sure that distance isn't a factor. So if you're like razor close, right, then that's exactly what that kind of drill accomplishes. New character or what? New ideas? Mini potatoes. I was okay. Let's just try it again. Now we're gonna actually now it's the offensive version of what we just practiced. We're still trading jumps, so we're preventing the other player from jumping until the other players jump. Did the stream die? Are you not? Can you see it?
See what?
AG's asking, did the stream die? Can't you see it?
Seeing.
Never mind, it's back. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna do an offensive version. Same deal, same limitations. One person jumps, the other person can't jump until it's over. You try to fit in the ground attacks, but now we're trying to hit each other with the aerials, and that kind of changes things. But you still try to keep your mobility up. Okay, so we'll start. Oh, that was just a random back air. I see. I probably shouldn't have jumped there.
Yep.
See, it's interesting when you're taking turns, just whiffing a forward air means nothing. I actually gotta aim down at you, right? Oh, I was so ready for that. Ouch.
Oh.
Yo, you almost got out of that one. That move doesn't have a lot of active frames.
Which?
Forward air. I like kicked right above your head. It was gone already.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice tilt there.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's not a real type.
So now you don't have to go on the last stock. Well, you don't have to go on the rhythm anymore. You just try to figure out the best place to put in your attack. And I'm dying. And that's neutral. Ooh.
Air control. Air control to Major Tom. Oh.
Yeah. Net service provider. I'll check my ISP for